Welcome to Silver Queen Tarot. This is your Silver Queen. Today's reading is for the week of May the 4th. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to share time with me. If this reading resonates, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Let's call in our guides, higher source, spirit, universe, God. However you affiliate, associate, it's on you. Clearing the energy. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. I'm going to do our 9-card spread. It's going to tell the story of what's happening right now for you, those that you're surrounded by. Thank you. Okay. The story. Ooh. 4 of Swords in the reverse. Typically, the 4 of Swords in the upright is about resting, about respite. Typically, it's about self-renewal, self-love. But in the reverse, you're kind of on the verge of a burnout. And it's asking you to take a better care of yourself. So the story is for somebody who is overworked, somebody who's not taking a break, taking care of everybody's needs but their own. Cards down. Hold on, guys. This is where Spirit is asking you to take a time out. Consider it anyway. Find a means to find some space for yourself. Okay, let's get an idea of what you're thinking at this time. Let's see what you're thinking at this time. Ooh, Ace of Swords. I love the Ace of Swords. It's about cutting through the BS to me. This is how I read this card. And it's also about truth, clarity. Kind of a aha moment, if you will. Stroke of genius coming in at you. So, with the 4 of Swords in the reverse and the Ace of Swords in the upright, there's a little bit of conflict here. Conflict in the sense that you feel like you don't have enough time to do all the things you want to do or desire to do. You understand that that is the truth of the matter right now. Let's see what you get. Let's see what you get. Wow. Queen of Wands. What you get. Queen of Wands. Wow. That Queen of Wands is pretty determined. But she's also very protective, bold, powerful. You're a very strong personality. So if you are this person, and because you are a ruler, a queen, and you're very passionate about the things that you involve yourself in, it's because of all this passion that you're unable to rest easy. Find some room for yourself. So you're beginning to feel a little bit of overwhelm. But you have a lot of ideas, a lot of things that you want to do. You want to execute. You want to execute these ideas and these dreams. But you can't do that unless you take a time out. You need a time out. Take a rest. Okay? Let's see what you feel. King of Wands. Okay, we've got a pair on the table here. So, whenever I see a pair, it represents in my readings a partnership, a marriage, a relationship, a connection of some sort that is on the committed level. These two, you and your partner, yeah, you have strong feelings for this person. I feel as though this person, though, is kind of the reason you're kind of splitting hairs between yourself and the relationship. You're not finding enough room for all the things that you desire to have, want, do, or be. Let's see what you deserve. Wow. This is the Moon card. It came in the reverse. You deserve some honesty about the situation. You deserve the truth of the situation. And the Moon card is a major arcana. So there's some possibly secrets that are underneath the surface of your connection with this person. Or there's some things that you can't see or choose not to see at this time. Choose not to acknowledge. But this Ace of Swords says the truth is going to come out no matter what. Whether you choose to acknowledge it or not. What you tell. Ten of Cups, that you are happy. You show people, you display happiness in your life. Solid family connection, strong connection with the family, and that you are emotionally fulfilled. Now, is that your truth? That Ace of Swords on the board tells me that truth is something that you're going to have to face and deal with. Whatever the truth is, it won't be hidden. What you are. Seven of Cups. This is generally about too many options, too many choices, being pulled in too many different directions and unsure, undecided about what you want to do. That's what you are right now, undecided about what you want to do, about this relationship, about these new ideas that are coming into play, about how you're perceived by others. You're just not sure what to do. What you need out of this situation. Okay. Oh. Wow. Nine of Swords. Good Lord. That's a pretty sharp card there. You're not getting any rest for sure. Unable to sleep. Just unable to sleep, kind of stuck in your head, just uneasy. You need rest. It says what you need, you don't need any more of this. This torment, this mental torment. You need rest. And with the Four of Swords in the reverse, it couldn't be more clear that this is something that is a real issue in your life right now. You're, stress. You don't want stress to cause any health issues and take you down the path that will leave you debilitated. But if you don't do this, get more rest, you're going to experience a tower moment. Your life is going to be disrupted. And I just got finished saying your health can be in decline as a result of not getting the rest that you need. You have to get this. This is in the reverse right now. You're in a state of neglect, of self-neglect. Okay? It's keeping you up at night. You're not sure where this is going. You're unsure. But the truth is that you're facing the reality of the situation right now. You can pretend to be happy. Everybody can pretend to be happy. But that is not your truth. You're not happy right now. You're not happy. Okay? And however this King of Wands plays, or however this Queen of Wands plays in a couple situation, there's going to have to be some kind of agreement between the two of you that, that takes priority here, with respect to your health, your well-being. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups in the reverse. And that's pretty devastating. So the Ace of Cups in the reverse is again about repressed emotions, not open to loving yourself. It's about neglecting and self-care. This just confirms everything we talked about on the board so far. So let's get some clarification on these issues. We'll get clarification on each of these issues here. Okay? We'll start in our normal position of number 1. And that's the Four of Swords in the reverse. It's deception and envy. So the Four of Swords is clarified by deception and envy. Yep, okay. This is definitely a relationship read, guys. So this is between a husband, wife, significant other, lovers, whatever the committed relationship is. There's been some deception possibly. Maybe there's some jealousy in there. But this is what's causing you to not be able to rest. This is what's causing the torment, keeping you up at night. This is possibly the underlying secret, that there's some deception, there's some indiscretion that hasn't been fully exposed just yet. There might be just a suspicion. Let's see what else is going on here. Clarify this King of Wands for us here. Hope. Hope. This is the Sun card. Hope. Somebody is hopeful about things working out in this connection. The King, whether it's the male or the female, doesn't matter. It's just energy. But somebody's very hopeful that this is going to work itself out. It also tells me that they are very much aware of the wear and tear it is having on the connection. The Moon card, clarified by the crown chakra. Spirit is asking you to seek guidance, spiritual guidance within. Because some things, you just can't get a physical answer for right away. You have to go within. And you have to pay attention to what Spirit is telling you, whether you like it or not. Okay? Queen of Wands is clarified by the Emperor. This says a lot. So this Queen of Wands is very masculine energy. Very masculine energy. This Queen of Wands, whether it's male or female, dominates this relationship. They're the authority figure. They're the ones who have the last word typically. That's not a bad thing. Makes the Queen of Wands decisive, a little bit stubborn, but decisive more than anything. Sure, certain, strategic, very strategic. Ace of Swords is clarified by heartache and loss. That's somebody's truth there. Somebody's truth is about heartache and loss Deception and envy. They're right next to each other. Heartache and loss and deception and envy. They're right next to each other. So this is the truth here. There's somebody in this connection that has been hurt, that is hurting deeply. Possibly not even voicing it yet, just yet. Just having a lot of sleepless nights right now. So let's clarify those sleepless nights. Oh my goodness. It's the spiritual union in the reverse. Yeah, this is what's going on, guys. These cards are very clear today. This union, this connection, relationship is in trouble. It's in trouble. Ten of Cups. Clarified by the throat chakra. Interesting. Somebody needs to tell the truth about what's going on here. You can't live a lie and expect things to work out for you. You know, you've got to be honest about your feelings. You got to be honest with the other person. You have to be honest with yourself. So speak up. If you have objections, there's a way to diplomatically state your objections. Seven of Cups. Moving on. Clarify by moving on. The ultimate choice is that somebody's going to move on outside of this relationship. Somebody's going to let it go. Somebody's going to move on. Eventually. Tower. Let's see what the Tower is clarified by. Material and spiritual prosperity. This Tower, clarified by material and spiritual, this situation, even though it seems like it's really not a good situation at the moment, whatever the decision is, whether it's to stay in the relationship or to let it go, it's going to be a growth spurt for the both of you. Both parties are going to benefit. Either way, whatever the decision is, whatever it is, it's going to be a really beneficial, mutually agreeable situation. Yeah. So let's get one more to go back to the center of our read here. Heart chakra. I love that. A lot of chakra cards here, folks. We got crown, throat, and now the heart. Interesting. The heart chakra is about being compassionate, understanding, staying filled with love. Even if the situation doesn't make you feel like you want to be loving, it's always, a good idea to kind of go back to that default setting of love, because it does make things easier to deal with. At the bottom of the deck, we have the beautiful fertility card. This card is my Empress card in this deck. So if you're divine feminine energy and this is, your reading, this just says to me that you're going to stay in your heart space. You're going to stay filled with love. And you're going to continue to create and build. The Queen of Wands is a doer. She's a builder. She's somebody who moves forward really quickly, decisively, as depicted with the Authority or the Emperor card here. So let's get some spiritual oracle cards here from the Spellcaster deck. And get 3, and we'll close this out. Okay, what does Oracle have to say on this reading? Doesn't seem like there's a whole lot, of excitement going on here. Does seem a little dark, a little under. little under the weather type of reading, but for the most part, I would say there's always silver lining at the end of the tunnel. This fertility card, this Empress card here, she depicts somebody who is overcome. Okay? Good Lord. Look at this. I tell you, you can't make this stuff up. When you call upon Spirit to give you the message, you get it. Closure. Closure is necessary in this situation. Closure is necessary in this situation. This is what is... There's closure coming here, folks. And like I said, even if you decide to stay with this person or decide to move on, okay, as indicated here, it's okay. It's going to be fine. Confidence. Yeah. You're going to make a confident decision either way. You're going to be okay with what you decide. You're going to be okay with what you decide. You're going to feel confident in your decision. That's wonderful. Finally, forgiveness. My gosh, this is amazing. Forgiveness is required here. Whatever this transgression was, this deception, what caused this heartache and loss, whatever that situation was, Spirit is asking you to find it in yourself to forgive. Okay. We're going to get a goddess card that wants to speak to you. Let's see what the goddess has to say. And I am being led, since this is a relationship reading, I'm going to pull from my A Woman Like Me, A Man Like You deck. One card to see one card for each party in this relationship. See what it has to say for you on that. But the goddess who wants to speak to you right now is Shakti. Transformation. Oh boy. Shakti. So Shakti is telling you, yeah, things are going to change. This tower says it's going to be a disruption. There's some things that's going to be shaken up here. But out of it is going to come a transformation. You can't have material and spiritual prosperity if there's not a transformation, which this actually, is a good point here. The Tower card was clarified by material and spiritual prosperity. The shakeup brought about a change in a very good way. Now, disruptions are always uncertain as to the level of devastation and to the degree in which they happen, but nonetheless, Shakti is saying it's going to be a transformation as a result of it all. All right, we're going to get a card for the Divine Feminine in this relationship, this connection, and she is saying that, I'm pulling from A Woman Like Me, A Man Like You deck. If you are not bringing peace and harmony, don't come. That's what she says. So while this King of Wands is over here thinking, I'm going to build my confidence, I'm optimistic about, reconciling in this situation or mitigating the damage that's been done, she's saying, look, if you're not going to bring peace, don't bring anything. Don't even come. Okay? Now, let's see what the Divine Masculine energy, is saying in this connection. Again, from my A Woman Like Me, A Man Like You deck. There are some minor delays. Be patient. So he is asking her to be patient. There's a reason why he can't quite get his shit together right now. But eventually he will, he's saying. Be patient. I don't think she has patience anymore. I think her patience has run its course and she's ready to move on, as indicated here. She's tired. She's tired of being an option for this king and not a priority. So she's decided to move on. She's decided to move on. She's going to decide to move on. And there's just going to have to be a level of forgiveness here and closure. So that's the reading for today. Thank you for joining me. Again, if you are not or haven't already, hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.